Have you written your letter to Santa already? Because you've been busy.
Well, I don't. I'm kind of on the tech side of things.
Oh, okay. You write emails.
I've got one on Amazon, really.
Oh,
you can do like wish lists and stuff like that.
fantastic!
But yeah,
Wow,
but I always like. I'm not really that much in the side of. On that much of a side of
like writing like handwritten letters, you mean?
But I do like the tradition and things like that.
Ah, okay. I thought because you should mention to Santa that you've made a film where you rescued him in a special story. I think that you should think about writing him a handwritten.
I'll get extra little privileges.
Maybe you get a special present for that. What would you like this year?
Well, there's this Lego. There's this Lego thing which is really amazing because it's got a little machine in it.
Yes.
Which you can connect to your phone, and it can, if you put a Rubik's cube in it, and you can just make it.
Oh,
it will scan.
fantastic.
It has a scanner, and it scans every colour, and it can solve the Rubik's cube.
Oh, wow, this is amazing. My child wants a Lego as well. Guess what? Lego is on the top list.
There you go.
Of all. What about you, Rafi? What would you like to have for Christmas?
I would like some. I like cooking, so I'd like some copper pans.
Oh.
It's quite boring, isn't it? But
No, absolutely not. And what would be your Christmas dinner ideal?
pretty traditional when it comes to Christmas dinner.
Yeah, turkey?
Yeah, turkey.
Yes, all right.
Although I was in New York last Christmas, and
Yes.
it's amazing how difficult it is to find a turkey at Christmas in New York.
What did you have there?
Because they, you can get one, but they're not readily available because turkey's eaten at Thanksgiving in America, so
right,
they don't eat
yes.
Christmas at turkey at Christmas. So, yeah, I had to go further afield to find my turkey.
I'm going there next week, so that's going to be...
Oh, it's all right. As long as you're not there for
different.
Christmas. Yeah,
Not for Christmas.
exactly.
Another question for Kit. It's a bit unusual outside of the Get Santa movie. If you were king of Britain for the day, what would you do? What would you be the first thing?
Well,
if you were king, anyway.
I would. I think I know. This
I'm
is
sure you know.
related to Christmas.
Okay, good.
I would give Santa Claus a massive penthouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is amazing. In London, maybe. That'd be handy.
In every country. I
Because
think.
you can get around there, can't
Yes,
you?
quickly. That is an amazing, and you're very generous because it's not,
Yeah,
it's not for
me,
yourself.
but
You
yeah,
know,
it's
I would
for
have
Santa,
thought
so-
maybe for something for yourself.
Yeah.
Wow, I love this. This is amazing answer. Well done, kid. Another question for you, Rafi. You seem to be. I mean, I heard like that people consider you like the next Hugh Grant, the new Hugh Grant.
No,
He's
I
aging
don't.
already.
I
So
don't know about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
would you like a sort of making more rom-coms, movies, type of comedies like Hugh Grant has done? We need a new Hugh Grant now.
Well, I don't think we do
version.
need a new Hugh Grant. I think we have Hugh Grant, don't we? And he still makes those amazing films. And I feel like
Down the line.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm lucky enough to be considered for jobs that I would like to be in, then I'll do them, whether that is romantic comedies or Christmas films or dramas or whatever. I don't go, right, I this is what I'm going to set my heart on doing. And any comparison with someone as extraordinarily talented as Hugh Grant is a bonus, but that's just, it's quite easy, isn't it? You go, oh, you're the new blah blah, you're the new blah blah. But actually, I think what makes people interesting is their individuality.
Absolutely, yeah, that's good. And what kind of dad are you in real life? I mean, you kind of bonded. It was a great chemistry between the two of you.
Yeah, we had a lovely
Yeah.
time, and I've got two.
Was it weird to have like a set dad, like a
Well,
movie dad?
obviously, it was my first movie, but obviously I have done a couple of things with but it was obviously weird having because it was quite a long amount of time, and I once did a 13-week shoot, but that I didn't have a proper dad in that, so we never really got to connect. But with this, we really got to kind of connect. I think it's really just. I think we really connected as a kind of a father and a son. So yeah, it was quite weird having like a set dad and but I think having the 7 weeks you kind of get used to it, and you kind of
that's right, yeah.
It's almost like at the start of the film when he comes out of prison, you're like you've kind of forgotten a bit about him, and you want to and he wants to get to know you a bit more. So it's kind of like you don't really know him at the start as much as you would like to, or as much as you did, and then at the end of the shoot, you know him like before he went to prison. It's
That's fantastic.
It's kind of a bit like that. It's
great. I see you. Great team, actually. Yeah. Okay. So how did you come about making like a family comedy about Christmas after swapping from horror movies?
Well,
and
it's a very clear answer is that just on the 3 days after I got back from making Black Death, my wife gave birth to my son Harper, and I was so the whole 6 months leading up to that next Christmas, because we'd finished in June, was just baby world while I was trying to cut Black Death. And so my head had just gradually got transformed suddenly to what can I do for him, and it was I'll make him a Christmas movie, and
explains
then
it.
I'll be the coolest dad ever, so I did that. Yeah,
fantastic. So what is your Chris Smith trademark on this Christmas movie?
I think what it is
you're
that,
like, maybe The Prisoners, or no?
No, I think what it is that I've got a kind of a sort of naughty sense of humour, and I think that the kids have too, and I think that just to bring something where you push the envelope a little bit, but not too much, so that it's funny, and it's Santa's in prison, and Santa's got to learn to be cool and how to be street and how to deal with the prisoners, but you never let it go too far that it becomes like, a real prison. This is like Porridge, or this is like Stir Crazy with Richard Pryor, and it's that kind of
That's
vibe.
Right.
Yeah, it's how you're gonna be cool. And I always remember as a kid laughing when they were trying to be cool in prison in Stir Crazy. So it's kind of that vibe.
Good. And if you were to act one of the roles in Get Santa, which one would you pick?
Steve. I'm Steve. He's based on me. Completely. Oh yeah, it's like Rafe is playing me in the movie completely.
Right.
I've never been to prison.
I would have thought one of the prisoners. I don't know for what
some
reason.
Yeah, thanks. Perry Benson.
With your experience,
Oh, Perry. I'll be Perry. No.
Yeah. What would you like? What did you like the most about filming it?
I just like the there were two sides to the film. There's Rafe and Kit's story of their journey to save Christmas, and how Rafe learns again to be a great dad, and there's the story of Jim, who is the greatest father of all, he's Father Christmas, learning how to be a bit naughty, and that split narrative I find really fun to write and direct.
Good. And we will see more of Christmas as a comedy.
Yeah, no, I want to definitely do more kids films and some more comedies, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the very responsive nature of children. It's very nice to put something in a cinema, you watch it with kids, and it was a risk because this isn't this isn't like pushing really cheap bells. Yeah, there's a couple of reindeer fart moments, but that literally is one scene, and it's, will they find the other stuff funny? Will they understand? With Santa with cornrows in his hair when you're playing NWA Straight Outta Compton, will they find that funny, or is it just for the adults? And actually the kids found it really funny, which is surprising that they understand from watching TV what cool is and what being a gangster is, and in their brains it hit the mark. So.
Yeah, it's a great film actually, and this is a great flag for London as well. As a, it's quintessentially British film. Do you think it will be successful like outside of Britain, or what do you think? I mean, it's very British. Will it be understood?
Well, I think bizarrely in this world, very British often is what is successful. It's like look at any of our movies about the royal family; they're very, very British, and I think that very British thing travels. I think what doesn't travel is when we try to be American, or when we try to be, and you try to do something that we're not. And I think that what we've tried to do with this is give it that very British brand. But the humour is. I think the humour is universal. I think the basic story is there's two fish out of water. One's Santa and one's Rafe, and they both have to get back into each other's universe. And I think fish out of water stories are universal.
Normally, Brits are play always the villains in American movies. Why do you think it is? This is
It's bizarre, isn't it? I know. They do a great job, though. I mean, Anthony Hopkins.
yeah, absolutely.
And, you know,
Maybe it's the British accent that sounds like villainous in
I think
America.
it's because there's an association of the Brits being kind of cold and all that kind of thing, and so
maybe.
I think it works, and that is kind of true, and that's what I like about Brits. So
Oh yeah, better to be the villain than
yeah,
the
definitely
good one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
Definitely.